Is magic inherently dangerous? Is your aunt right in warning you about the pitfalls of magic, satanic worship, and demonic devourment? Can practicing magic and studying the occult really make you go insane? These are the questions that we're going to answer today. Thank you for joining me, and to preface this video, I want to ensure that everyone knows I am a strong supporter of therapy, mental health care, and medication if that's what you need. I myself have been on many medications, seen many therapists, and talked to many psychiatrists. Now onto the subject of this video. Mental health is no joke, and psychosis, derealization, depersonalization, having your personality split off because of trauma, PTSD, and being stuck in a trauma loop is all a real possibility in the realm of human experience. Hell, as we understand it, can be experienced here on Earth. And if you know this, then you know that what was described as insanity can be very scary for people that don't understand what mental illness is. The concept of insanity doesn't quite exist if you understand mental health as an ailment of the mind. It doesn't exist in the same way that dumb body disorder doesn't exist. Like, if there's something wrong with your body, you specify. If your foot is broken, you don't call your entire body broken. It's just your foot. It's just a bone in your foot. And that specificity then leads to help. In the past, mental illness was given an overarching term of madness. It was believed in many places that you should stay away from the insane person so that you don't catch their madness. Nowadays, we have more specific names for what used to be considered madness, hysteria, fits, etc. And thanks to people like Carl Jung and things like the DSM, we know that madness is not one thing, and it's not something you can catch from another person. But can you catch it from an activity? Can you catch it from a hobby? Can you catch it from a practice? Can you catch it from witchcraft? Well, saying practicing magic can make you go mad is like saying fire will burn you. Fire can burn you, sure, but it can also fuel the rise of civilizations. Some people think that magic can definitely not make you go mad or make your mental health any worse because it doesn't have that strength. There's no effect to it past the strength of, say, journaling. I used to think that magic was all in your head. It was a fun way to perform the placebo effect on yourself, just complicated enough to where your conscious mind couldn't see the pattern. And because your conscious mind couldn't see the pattern, it would trick you into a new reality, a sort of spicy psychology, self-help, journaling, and incense. And that's definitely part of it. Shadow work can definitely be seen as a sort of self-help path or journaling and psychological path. I would say that my knowledge of psychology has definitely helped me in my shadow work. But at the time that I had that opinion, I had only been lightly practicing for about a year or two. It wasn't until I dedicated myself to daily practice that I started proving to myself that it was not just spicy psychology. Things were happening in my life that I literally could not explain in any other way other than magic. If practicing magic happens to worsen your mental health in any way, yeah, definitely seek out a healthcare professional. No, this video is not sponsored by BetterHelp. I will probably be the only witch on the internet to tell you that a lot of the practices in witchcraft are specifically there to help you with your mental health, your emotional literacy, and just your overall well-being. I think that a rounded witchcraft practice includes taking care of your physical self, taking care of your mental health, and taking care of your spiritual energy, ethereal self. If you're noticing that your mental health is lacking, that means that you need to take stock of what you have been doing and how it is affecting you specifically. Like we talked about, if your foot is broken, you don't say, my body's broken, I don't know what's wrong. You sit with yourself and you locate the pain. And for some people, it's really difficult for them to do, and that is why they might need to go to the doctor or a professional to say, it's painful in this area, can you do something to figure out what's happening? They'll take an x-ray, they'll say your foot's broken, or if you're going to a therapist, they'll be like, well, the way you talk about your mom is pretty concerning, and that's not what a normal childhood looks like, you know. As an aside, if you're enjoying this content, if you're enjoying my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and join the coven. I make videos like this every week, and I know that you'll enjoy them. So now I'm going to tell you a little story about how I lost my best friend, because I figured something out about magic. I told her about it, and she thought I was literally insane. She accused me of being schizoaffective, which is not insanity. And she was using it wrong anyway. But anyway, I figured out through my study of occult sciences, or whatever the fuck I was listening to or reading at the time, I realized that if you dabble into something that you're not ready for, you will unlock things in your mind that you're not ready for. The effect of this on the outside will look like insanity, madness, mental health issues, etc., etc. You might be familiar with the saying, God will not give you anything you can't handle. Well, this is the opposite of that, in that if you want to fuck around, you're going to find out. If you go out looking for something just like really difficult, you're going to find something very difficult. If you're not ready for that, you might have a breakdown. Please don't mistake this as a warning. This is not a warning. Do what feels best for you and understand the risks that are involved. There are risks in everything you do in life. Being alive is risky. There is nothing you can possibly do without risks. Practicing and performing magic is no riskier than heating up a Pop-Tart in the toaster. As long as you know not to put a fork in the toaster while it's plugged in, you're fine. A lot of beginner witches will start with protection spells and protection rituals. I actually did not, and I'm totally fine. Would I recommend learning those protection rituals and spells? Yes, absolutely, do that. Do I agree with the weight that is put on it? No, I don't. I really don't know why no one is talking about this, and hell, maybe all hell will break loose after I put this on YouTube, and then I'll figure out why no one's talking about it. But I'm really just out here trying to tell you guys what is really the truth of magic. And this is what it is, point blank. In life, you risk having mental health issues. Magic is raw. It is life on steroids. And if you have reached this point in the video, you get the goodness of it. Magic can help you with your mental illness. It can help you with your problems so much. With great risk, there is great reward. I personally learned how to regulate my emotions through magic. Nothing else in my BPD, OCD life, my autistic ADHD life, had helped me consistently other than magic. So, moral of the story is, don't use the fire to burn yourself or burn others. Use the fire to heat your house, heat your heart, keep yourself warm, and spread that life-giving essence. You know what I mean? Again, if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and commented down below what your experiences have been in dealing with mental illness and magic. I would really love to hear everything that you have to say. I reply to all of the comments, and I absolutely love the engagement. Seriously, I love talking to people, so let me know what you have been through. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!